Welcome one and all, I'm Keith, this is Game to Please, and we are back in Fallout 4 Conservationists Only Live Once, here outside Vault 88, because we need to see just what if we were able to get inside here without getting any more kills on our creature count. Because in the Conservationist run, we killed these raiders, which ended up being ghouls, and that ruined the run. That put kills on my creature count, and as a challenge run, it caused the run to be failed. Now, as this is a simple what if, the creatures killed, I currently am sitting at 13 as I was leaving the vault. And yeah, the issue is I need to get inside and not have the raiders kill any ghouls on the inside, but the ghouls on the inside can take care of the raiders on the outside. At least right outside the vault. They're not going to be getting out here. The character that I have today is Lolo. We'll get to that later. But a quick look around, we've got some nice perks useful here. Pickpocket to take some weapons off the raiders on the inside. The Intimidation perk can be useful to give specific commands. I might use Wasteland Whisperer, but I doubt it. And yeah, everything else is pretty cut and dry. Awareness just to point out a few things. I am going to take some Gunslinger because I am sitting on a 10mm pistol, a gamma gun, and a short syringer rifle. My apparel is a bunch of Sentinel's metal gear to give me that 90% reduction when I'm standing still. And we've got some syringes, and of course the 13 rad roach meat that I got in the vault. But yeah, let's start with a stealth boy. So I will be trying to keep the use of lock joint syringe down to a minimum, since I didn't really use any of that when it came to the actual Colo run. And of course, I would be able to level up some more and get the perks that I'm missing out on, but still try not to use it too much because that was fairly far away.
The vault doors were meant to withstand a direct nuclear strike. Your attempts to breach this facility are laughable.
So yes, we have the Overseer doing Overseer things. The Crippling Hair Trigger 10mm pistol. The issue with this is I can take out the right leg, left leg, and make them immobile, but eventually they'll get inside. I think the first thing that I want to do is activate another Stealth Boy. And let's actually prepare my syringer. And let's try to disarm these people of their weapons. Now, you could take their weapon and cause some issues there because 87% chance to steal is not foolproof. So let's take the better chance and just take their ammo. That's good. 5.56. There's nothing useful in there. Now, this guy's baseball bat or something is going to be harder to steal. Let's keep the sledgehammer from being useful in the mines. Be very careful as I'm walking away.
When will you tire?
Honestly, just take another stealth boy. So every weapon is pretty much out of commission except for this guy's baseball bat. Let's try to take that as well. Oh, it's a sledgehammer this time. Now, they are all unarmed, so that's pretty good for me. Make sure they can't use a shovel. And this is the part where we have to start actually doing some work on them. So I could start with the intimidation. I could pretty much pacify each of them, but 20% chance means that this is likely to fail.
Just chill out, asshole.
And that's a good start.
Put your hands up.
Okay, that didn't work.
Put your hands
up. Okay, those two didn't work, but that's fine. So we'll have the Crippling Hair Trigger 10mm in a bit. Let's start with the syringer rifle and make them chill out. Now, they're going to run around a little bit. But first, let's start by taking their legs out. Making sure we're not killing them. We're not doing any killing, but kneecaps are on the table. One more. There we go. He's on the ground now. Could use some more action point refresh. Okay, he's on the ground. He's pacified. This guy is going to go down really quickly.
Find you!
And that could be a problem. Let's actually health boy up, and let's pacify him with a good old pack syringe.
Think you can win this? Huh?
So we're gonna press this button. Oh, don't punch me. You can take some hits a little better. So let's put him back down on the ground. Shoot your right leg as well. So they're back down on the ground. Now the issue is, all these people start heading inside as soon as they have the option to. So we'll just hold off on that guy. This guy's going to want to come in soon enough. And we need to engineer the fight so the ghouls can do the killing for us.
So many years stranded here.
So that guy's back up, that guy's back up. You're going to revert soon enough. I'm going to Psycho and Stealth Boy and take a look at just what happens here. So turning them against each other, that is a fine thing to do.
I'm done with you.
Why don't you just die here?
He is not the best fighter. There we go. Doing a little bit of work there.
You, here, you, kill.
Just checking in on things. I think I will get my gamma gun out just in case this guy gets interested in what's happening. There we go. So what we really need to do now is make sure this ghoul stays alive, which should be easy enough at this point.
Think you can hide?
Yep, he's still doing fine. I'm not even going to waste going into caution. He's actually kind of holding his own there. But yeah, there we go. Ghoul is coming at me pretty quickly. Like it for you to not do that. But yes, let's take a look. We did see some experience there. But for the stats, combat still at 13. So that is how you get inside the vault without killing any of the raiders on the outside. At least killing any of them with the final blows. You pretty much set them all up for a good amount of failure there. And yes, this is a what if. This is a what if I was able to actually know that there were ghouls on the outside that I had to deal with. The intimidation perk, not one that I really rate too highly, just because that 20% chance, very unlikely for it to actually trigger. If I pacify this guy,
there.
yeah, well, 20%, that's fine. And it would actually have been able to save me a few syringes, but at the same time, I would have had to pull out my gun, point it at them, and actually have them be pacified. So it is kind of something that I was sitting on. Not super useful, but not the end of the world. And they immediately depacified themselves. So kind of fiddly as well. Anyway, I think that that's enough for now. The rest of this you've seen me do in the actual Conservationist run. But yeah, it is possible to get 0 kills if I had only known. Not going to do the whole run again just for the sake of it, but it is technically feasible. So yes, until next time, I've been Keith. This has been Game to Please with Fallout 4 Conservationists Only Live Once. A what if? What if we were able to actually get these guys killed the right way, with ghouls? Because ghouls are your friend. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, farewell.